On behalf of Alliance One, we thank ITGA for inviting us to attend this pre-meeting to the AGM. And basically, what we can take forward as the industry, we should focus more on the issue of sustainability of the crop, i.e. by focusing more on the issue of ALP, agricultural labor practices, in particular focusing on child labor. We have to kick out child labor from tobacco farms, but on top of that also we have to work more hard on the issue of sustainability as far as afforestation is concerned. We have to improve on the production of fuel so that we can be sustainable in that context. Another thing is also to focus on yield per hectares. Basically, this we have to improve to make sure that we have the yield which conform with the hectares for the tobacco planted. So basically, those are the vital things which we have to take forward. ESG is here to stay, and we have to take it positively and to make sure that everyone is adopting it for the good of the sector.
There is a lot of pressure on tobacco growers worldwide. There is economical pressure, there is environmental pressure, and most likely political as well. But I would say the biggest pressure on tobacco growing future coming from profitability. This is something without profitability we cannot survive. The cost of the production is year by year higher, and we need to find a way to survive. There are more and more requirements from the buyer regarding tobacco, regarding quality of the product, and we try to be compliant with those requirements, but it needs also from the buyers to understand that the world is changing. We change our production, but there is the need from the industry especially to understand our situation. So I believe we can survive, especially that there is a new segment of tobacco products which might be a future for tobacco growers. I'm talking about alternatives for tobacco, which are a different one from combustibles, traditional products, and I believe those products will change the view of the growers, will change the way governments see us, WHO see us. I'm talking about those alternatives.
From today's discussion, we discussed about ESG, which has been a key aspect in all the discussion. ESG, environment, social and governance. For us as JTI, we take it serious and the key topic for us to ensure that whenever we apply, we comply with all the general rules that are required. For us, deforestation has been a key aspect in terms of ESGs. Why? Deforestation, we say 95% of the wood are coming from the natural resources. These are not the trees that has been planted for quite a long time. In here also we have seen the coming of EU regulations, whereby EU deforestation regulation which requires growers to be sustainable in terms of the tree planting. To add on it, we as JTI have kept our KPI of having a JTI sustainable source for wood renewable, whereby by 2030 we're supposed to be sustainable for all our growers and footprints across the world. Why we're speaking about this is just because the impact that is caused by deforestation in terms of the growers, but we as the companies, it's on the production of tobacco. We will see that if you are not sustainable, we'll reduce or completely close up of tobacco productions in the countries. And in Tanzania, almost 80 to 90% of the tobacco that is produced is exported to the EU market. Hence, there's a collective need for both the government and the other stakeholders in terms of the policy and regulation that to be in place for the companies and grow themselves to work together as one to ensure that we tackle this problem of deforestation and ensure there's sustainability across the company and across the countries.
The main consumption trend that we're seeing in tobacco at the moment is the flat volume sales in cigarettes. It's a tale of two tobacco markets with some growth in the Middle East and Africa and also in the Asian Pacific regions. However, this is juxtaposed by steep declines in volumes in developed markets.
It's very important that we will work together as a whole sector in addressing all the upcoming challenges. We have a good history of cooperation in addressing all the challenges that were thrown at us in the past. And if there's anything that we have to learn from that, is that we can only be successful going forward by continuing to work together to achieve the best outcomes for our whole sector.